Welcome guys to London News Exposed. I will teach you how to cut the cards in 5 different ways. So let's get on with it, and I will show you how to do each one first, then I will show you slowly how to do them. So this is the first one, which is pretty slick, one of my favourites. The second one is backwards, so it's quite similar to the first one. So the first one, and now the second one, and the third one, let's do that one again, and the fourth one again, and the fifth one is similar but a bit more stylish. And that is the fifth one. Right, so let's show you how to do each one by one. Let's start with number one. So firstly, you put the cards like this. So that's the first position you need to do, and just hold that tight all the time. Once that's held tight, you're going to be okay. Then with your thumb, just grab the top corner and grab at least half of them, keeping these 3 fingers tight, and just swing it round. Then use your little finger, hold that in place, and just tuck this underneath here, and then just grab into place. So I'll just show you one more time. Hold the 3 fingers like this, grab the top corner, swipe it round, holding those 3 fingers tight, and as you can see, everything's held tight. And just grab the pack, which you're bending it back and holding it in place, and just tuck the other cards underneath. And there you have it. This is the first one, which I think is pretty much one of the easiest ones to do. So that is number one. So the second card cut is just hold the cards like this, and then really it's just these 2 fingers you're really holding on to. So hold the cards tight like this, and just with this finger here, and as you do this, just loosen up your 2 top fingers here, and just grab half. You can see the cards kind of split like this, which makes it easier to grab as many as you want, and just pull that round and hold in place with the little finger, and just slide it on the top. So we'll do that one again. Just hold the card with these 3 fingers, and just kind of loosen up the fingers a little bit. Don't hold it too tight, otherwise they won't be able to move. And just grab half of the pack like so, swing them round, hold the pack with your little finger, and just slide them on the top. Just do that one more time. Hold the cards with your 3 fingers, and then you can loosen up this one here once they're in place, and just grab half of the pack and slide it over. So you can see I've got full control of all the cards. I'll hold on to them with all the fingers, and just tuck it underneath like so. And for the third card cut, which is right, you hold them like this. The top of the cards are just above the ridge of your hands. Obviously it all depends on how tall your fingers are, and apologies if you're left-handed. If you're right-handed. I'm right-handed. What am I talking about? Well, I can only do this with my left hand, which is quite bizarre. So that's something to think about. Right, so this one here, it's really hard to do it with these cards, but again, it all depends on what kind of cards you use. So I would recommend, if you're finding it problems with the cards you have, just try different playing cards. Different playing cards with different materials, you might find it easier. Some playing cards, I do find it hard to do these card cuts. This one here, the third one, you just spin half like this, then push your thumb inside like so, twist them over so you're kind of manipulating all the other cards, grab it with your little finger and kind of slide it underneath like so. It's quite hard to do it slowly. I mean, this is quick. So, and now for the fourth cut. So fourth is pretty much quite an easy, slick trick, or cut should I say. So you hold the cards with these two fingers mainly, and put the thumb in this position here, so the tip is just above there, and just tilt the thumb slightly to drop the amount of cards you need, and with your forefinger just poke the bottom pack upwards and release the top and slide out the forefinger while lowering the thumb. So we do that again. So we just, these three fingers here, just drop half of the pack with your thumb, with your pointy finger, just poke the pack up to the top, hold that in place, drop that on top so it's on top of your finger, on your top of your forefinger, and just slowly move the forefinger out of the way and it drops. Now let's move on to number 5, which I think is my favourite stylish one, although this is probably my easiest stylish one to do. When someone says cut the pack, just do it really quick. But this one here is the 5th and final one. So at the very end I'll show you a little trick I have at the end. So let's just continue this. So this one here is pretty much similar as the number 4. So you're dropping the cards, you're poking the forefinger through to get the cards across. Now you release the same thing with your thumb, just half the pack, like so. Let's just do that again. So just release half the pack like so, and then as you can see underneath, my finger is holding them up and controlling them. So I'm going to move my finger out of the way, that drops. Then I push forward with my thumb, like so, until the cards have all dropped, and release. And obviously if your hands are too dry or too wet, you're going to find these tricks really, really hard. But once you've mastered them, you should be able to just easily just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you have it. And now for my trick. Let's just give the cards some shuffle. Original one-handed card trick. Good old shuffle. Copy which one you can. So always be careful who you're playing cards with, because you never know what cards they might deal. And not only that, when you're playing cards, especially for money, you want to be careful that you don't end up just being a loser. You do not want to end up being let's just do that one again. You do not want to end up being what some people might call you. Let's just do that one again. Shuffling cards all day. You do not want to end up being a joker.